Oh,
wait, it's not yet. All right, now I got to do the next one.
okay.
Instagram. Okay, we're on Instagram.
All right. We are live. Hello, Calvin Sexton.
Hey,
I
what's
am
going on?
LaDawn Taylor, you guys, and I'm about to host this interview questions for this incredible artist creative here locally to New York. He is the first, not first, but
The
one of
first.
probably the first African American incredible
I
young
know.
artist here.
So
But he
I guess
won the NYSCA Artist Grant of $10,000, y'all. So first question, Mr. Calvin Sexton, what did it
mhm.
feel like when you first got the opportunity and you learned that you won the 10,000?
Oh, it came at the right time because I was on the edge of things happening, and then so luckily I was able to receive it at the right time. I think it happened in February, so I was very surprised, and I was extremely happy. So I saw this opportunity for me to actually do some of my original work that I have not been able to write or produce in a number of years because I've been in the grind of just doing working a day job and just needing just that extra boost to get me over to getting the things that I need to make sure I can be successful into
Wow.
the project too. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you say you were kind of at your age, or, you mean like were you about to give up? And where were you? What was that transition?
Oh well, I was teaching, and so I had a lot of things happen. During that year, my landlady passed away. So then I had to figure out another place to. It was a lot of things happening. My landlady passed away. Had to find another place to live, and then I found another place to live, and then things were getting really tight with that.
Mm.
So um, shoot, everything happened in the right time. Everything happened and got the funding at the right time. Was able to get another place to live at the right time, and I saw this as a great opportunity to use my work to, as my grandfather said, play your way out of it.
That is incredible. That's very
Hmm.
inspirational to a lot of people. And I know it's changed your life, right?
So what?
It's changed your life, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, shoot, this helped me. This gave me opportunity to have the tools that will hopefully help me to um, do some bigger and better things in the future.
Good. And you're speaking of bigger and better. I got a chance to witness this incredible creative, you guys, this past Friday.
Mhm.
And he was wonderful, like fantastic. Like, how long in advance would it take you to put the show together, get the other artists to be a part of the show, and to like
Mhm.
really promote the show?
Well, for me, the music wise, this music's I've been sitting on maybe for the past um, maybe 10, 15 years. And some of it I've recorded in the past, but never performed it in public. So that was one deal. A lot of the work that I've done was some past work and present work that never performed in public before. So that's one thing that was really exciting. Now, as far as putting everything together, getting the musicians, I had, being in New York, you ran into the musicians a lot. I want to thank every single one of them for their assistance into helping because they didn't have to. It's one thing that I've learned a long time ago. People don't have to do anything. They don't
Hmm.
have to. But I really do be appreciative of people because they take their time out to do things. They could do anything else in the world, but they took their time out to help me, and I'm grateful for that. And as far as promoting and everything, luckily with the funding, I was able to get some of the tools in order to help me. So that meant I was able to Miss Erin Patrice O'Neill and her photography. She was able to help me get that. Also had help getting my bio written.
Hmm.
Was able to do the website as well. Had gotten some help with um, styling for Miss Natasha Standard, a famous shoe designer, and I was able to get help with arranging some of my music with Yumi and Lee. We both went to NYU together, so she helped me out as well. And then, like I said before, for all the putting it together, I was able just to use tools that I've always used in the past, as far as marketing, that I've learned, at NYU, and just having my old group. It's called Inner City All Stars. Back when I was in Dallas, so I used all those tools and skills to help promote it. And the thing that was very, very pressing was because I am teaching, and so that takes a lot of energy out
What's
of me.
AM teaching?
I am teaching. I am teaching.
I am teaching. Okay.
Yeah. So that took a lot of energy. Well, teaching takes a lot. It's like, and it takes all day to make sure I program things for the students correctly. And luckily, school got out, and that was really the only time I had in order to get everything written out and together as fast as possible, because I didn't have any time.
So let me just cut in there really quick before you continue with that. It just makes me think of this next question, all right? It says the NYSCA Artist Grant highlights artists who are not only talented, but also have a vision for their craft. What specific project or idea did you pitch that earned you this honor?
What pitch?
Yeah.
Well, I thought about it as being like, I've always done like dance type of music. I remember we had a famous trumpet player come into University of North Texas. Not Terrence, it was Terrence Blanchard. I can't think of it right now. But a famous trumpet player, he's like, yeah, as far as jazz goes, it's not jazz unless it's danceable, dance music, Black American music. And so I really took thought about it, and I was like, yeah, if people aren't moving and dancing in some way, then that's not music. So then I started thinking even more about just jazz and dance music. And when I used to work on a cruise ship, this guy, he had like this album, it was real hip, and it's called Dimitri in Paris. I think that's what it's called, Dimitri in Paris. And he had another album, it's like Live from the Playboy Mansion. And I was listening to it, and it was like, man, this sounds like jazz, and people are improvising on the record, but it has that dance beat to it. He said, oh man, it's called deep house music. So I got really into that. And then after that, I got really into the New Orleans brass band music and a lot of the go-go.
So this actually, sorry to cut in again, listening to you, it's like a lineup, okay? And it only makes sense to lead it to the next question, all right? Okay. So jazz has always been a genre that thrives on collaboration. Are there any dream collaborations or projects you hope to explore now that you have this like great support?
More other projects. I just hope to work with everyone, and I would love to get more in depth with the work of my past music teacher, Jotham Callens, and a lot of his work, because he has a lot of really great work we played when I was in the.
Have you reached out to them yet?
Huh?
Have you reached out to them yet?
No, he's not. He's not on this planet anymore. He's gone to another.
Okay.
He's, as we say, he's left the planet. But
but he's watching over you, and he's enjoying what you're putting out there. You're leaving your legacy, and he left a legacy with you, right?
Well,
you're inspired.
A lot of the students that he taught like, I guess, hundreds of other musicians in Birmingham, Alabama, to be inspired by his work and then his work with Sun Ra. And so I would love to explore that more as well, and go even more, with it. Mm-hmm.
You're going to continue that legacy, right?
Yeah, I hope to. I look forward to. I don't know what happens, but I'm just wherever Brown Baby Jesus leads me, that's where I'm going.
And there's no hopes. You're already doing it. Like, it's already, the platform was already set, and you're already living it. You're living the dream.
Yeah. Like I said, it was the concert was very, very exciting. Like I said, I haven't performed live like that in a number of years. So live like that, doing like my own music, and maybe since maybe like 2018, maybe even further than that. Because I stopped playing with my group for a while because I was just kind of exhausted. But yeah,
Okay.
probably 20. It's been a while.
But you have some ideas in mind as far as continuing your music and maybe even possibly pitching to the cruise line, you know? They hire, you know, individual artists. I've also done a cruise trip before too.
Oh, okay.
Hmm
Which one?
I did Norwegian. I was a part of the Donna Summer Broadway
What's
production.
that? Burning the Floor? Is that one?
Not that one. No, it was Summer, the Donna Summer musical.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah,
That opportunity.
2022.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
did Norwegian Cruise Line. What was that? The Escape, and we did After Midnight, and that one was really
I know
that
some
one was
people from that show.
yeah, it was really good. It was really fun. I
Amazing.
look forward to playing it like every night. Yeah, I mean every time we got to play it, so it was dope. I really
I have a
liked that
question
part.
for you, Calvin.
Hmm.
So, do you also audition for Broadway?
Well, they don't really audition for Broadway. It's I think they have a different system of getting musicians on the shows. So I don't really know too much about that. I think it's
Okay.
just really hard
Okay.
and
Well, when you get a chance, right now, the Louis Armstrong musical is out, and it's called
mhm,
A Wonderful World. You should
mhm.
definitely look into it because they got all types of instruments and trumpet players singing and
Mhm.
playing and acting their behinds off in that show. So you
Okay.
never
I'm
know,
gonna
you
have
can be
to
in
check
that
it out.
pit playing.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I gotta definitely check it out and see.
Sky is the limit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's see. Let's move to the next question. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So $10,000 grant is a significant amount of money, right?
Hmm.
How do you plan to use these funds to further your artist vision or impact your community?
Well, how I used it was that I was able to number one, be able to pay the musicians um, a great amount. I mean, an amount that I wish I could pay them even more. Um,
Yeah.
but I was able to pay them
Mm,
timely, and to be able to do the work because there's a lot of people that performed with that group and on Friday. And if you did the math, that was about $2,200 with all the musicians. So that was just that piece. Other part was like renting the venue. So we had it at the National Jazz Museum of Harlem. So you had to rent the venue, pay for the person who did the camera work, pay for the ads and promotion, and like I said, paying for my own like all the other materials and promotions, and then writing the
mhm.
music, taking that time to do it. So it was quite a that's what's needed in order for me to even just get it started. So now that with that, I'm able to say, okay, I got everything that I need to get more opportunities. So
Good.
that means to be able to like I can go to a venue and say like here's the product. I have a product and this product can definitely serve you. Or even like going into community, I have a really great product to be able to serve your community. And other things probably like not told, but now I know that that was a local amount. So I was able to pay the musicians. So now I'm thinking now like okay, if I go and tour, I know I should. It shows me how much I should, um, you know, pursue because I'm like Mangos. Make sure all the musicians are really good, really very respected, and just I just want to make sure that they're always good at all times because they work hard and like I said they don't have to do anything. You don't have to
Mm,
be there. They don't have to do anything. But I really appreciate of everybody who actually participated and
It's
had a
awesome.
willing heart to help me out.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember, it's a dream for all of us to be here. and to be able to do what we love, to be given an opportunity to share that.
Yeah,
We're all on the same wave and it's beautiful. So hopefully those hearts are in great places to share that with you because you're making people's dreams come true as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
They, like I said, those guys, they're super, extremely talented. Shoot, they're doing it big time.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little fish trying to figure it out. But like I said, I'm super, super grateful that they took their time out to help me.
Mm. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Winning an award like this often brings a new spotlight. How do you balance staying true to your artistry while navigating the expectations that come with this recognition?
Well, the things that was very surprising was I was going to go for a different direction. I was going to get all extremely complicated with the music and everything. But my mom and my sister came to visit me during the holidays. And then so she just said, just do your own stuff. Don't write too much. Just do what you want to do. And then I started thinking about things that would have inspired me up to this point of life. And so I thought about, okay, just think about what you liked and listened to before in the past and bring that back up. And so I just started thinking about the things that I've always enjoyed personally, and then just be like, okay, you don't have to write something super extravagant or extremely complicated. Just write what you really like, and then don't be too scared about it. Have any fear that that will be bad or something like that. So after that, I was like, okay, that's what I'll do. I'll just listen to her. She's like, yeah, do the songs that you haven't done before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've written songs. I didn't get to play all of them at the show that I've done or I've written, but she did make a great point, like to do things that I've wrote, that I've really written versus maybe trying to model someone else or anything like that. And so that's what I focused on. Because, as a performer, you might be like, I'm going to do something Whitney Houston like. I'm going to do something, I don't know, Jill Scott like. But then if you have opportunity to just do you,
You.
you just have to reach back and then, also have opportunities to stretch your skills too. So I tried some new works to stretch my skills personally.
That's amazing. That's a good like realization as well too, versus mimicking or emulating anybody else's music, but doing your own is like your own gift to the world. So that's beautiful. That's a
Yeah,
word right there.
I think every musician has a goal, a style, or something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's see. We're gonna go to the last question. For the
Mhm.
aspiring artists watching this live stream, what's one piece of advice you give about pursuing grants, staying inspired, or keeping faith in the craft?
Um, I guess like for me, I may even rephrase it. What would I do in order to make it really happen? I'll say
Yeah.
like number one, you gotta be prepared for success, and that means financially. Like a business. I mean, all people always say music is a business, but what do businesses have? They have a rolling. Um, they have rolling money, right? So that's one thing that I think people always miss out as far as they say like music is a business, but you have to have a whole bunch of money in the background. So say for instance you're on the road, you get booked. True story. You get booked 3 shows. All right, those shows pay you like $5,000 each. All right, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You come back home Monday. All right, you get a check from one place. Good, you can pay everybody immediately. Get a check for another place, pay everybody immediately. Third place, they tell you they can't pay you for a month because they have to go through voting and things like that. Now then, you'd be like, okay, I can float around to the next gig. Next week, you have the same 3 gigs, same prices. 2 of the gigs tell you the same thing.
Wow.
And so now you are like, it can really mess you up. So that's why I say you got to be prepared for success and be more mindful about success and ask for that. I'll say like having a rolling stash of cash so that you're able to be prepared for any kind of goal. Because like, there's a ton of, like, say for instance, like you have a group, right? A performing group. Like how many people are in your
Well,
group?
so I am a singer actress here in New York, and recently, in the last year and a half, I've started my own business of entertainment. But I've been producing, like for instance, Whitney Houston tribute at the famous 54 Below a few
Mhm.
months ago, and
Yes.
now all I do is find venues and pitch these ideas and get like 13 singers, 12 singers, maybe 6. And then it's like a full band of musicians, and we're basically sharing that stage, and it's like a singer lineup on and off, like a cabaret style. But it's also very classy, and the places I've booked so far, including the Green Room 42, it was
Mhm.
pretty much standing, like people were standing up watching the show. 54
Oh,
Below was actually sold out. Yeah, so it
oh,
comes together. So I know exactly what you mean as far as the payments and how to pay people out. Like it's definitely a challenge. But it's definitely after doing it and seeing the success of it, I know anything is possible. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But
yeah.
yeah, for me, I'd say like having a rolling, um, being liquid. The second deal is just having a team because you can't do it by yourself. I know people be like,
Hardest
oh,
thing ever.
because even in the city, there's like a ton of really great artists in the city. But if they just
Mhm.
had the team, just one person, maybe 2 people to help them out. But having a team costs money. And so that's again the good thing about getting that grant is to know that I could start the process of getting a team
Yeah.
because at this point, I mean, reality is like you've got a day job. You can't be like for me. I used to be able to do like the artist booking myself and just
Yeah.
book stuff and make calls. But you got a day job, man. You gotta be there. You
Yep.
gotta be
But
present.
that in between, that the day to
But
day, yeah. I know that all
that's
too well.
you got that expense you got to do. Say for instance, you got an album, you got to get a PR person. You can do it yourself, but then if the reality, for my reality, but other people's reality may be different. Is that you know I I work like 6 a.m. to about 5 or 6. I only have a little bit of time to practice, and then being in New York, you got to get out and play so you can be seen, right? Sessions and things like that. Unfortunately, I haven't really been able to do a lot of sessions because I've been teaching. I'd be so exhausted. But
Mm.
next year, I'm definitely going to find a way to do it. So, but if I had a team, that would be really, really great in order to
You'd be
turn.
amazed, like I mentioned, that the
Mhm,
people that will actually show up and help
mhm.
you. Like you have FCBC, you got that team, like some of those
Yeah, yeah.
people will literally jump in and help you, or at least help spread the word or
Oh,
be
yeah.
there with you. So you just never know.
Hmm.
Don't be afraid to reach out to people. And then sometimes, you have to follow up just in case they forget. Don't think like, oh, they don't really want to do it. No, we reach out because you never know how people's
Hmm.
mindsets are and how
Yeah.
willing they are to do stuff.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think that's all I'll tell. Have be liquid with some type of money so you can be successful, so you can
Yeah.
make sure you take care of everybody. I say get a
Amen.
team and then try to figure out a way to have more time to focus on your craft.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know how because you gotta eat. You gotta take care of it,
But
especially in New
all of
York.
that
Maybe
stuff will come. Like all
yeah.
of those things will come. And then the fact that you put your gift out there, it'll
Mhm.
then bust open doors for other things to start flowing through. I promise you. I'm pretty sure you already said that and you're already doing it with the scholarship, being the recipient winner, putting on your show. Like somebody's seeing you, I'm sure, and they're gonna see this too. So
Yeah, but there,
from
again,
here to
like I
the
said, there's a lot.
heavens.
But like I said, there's a lot of talented people. Like I said, the people that did the performance, that their talents, and then a couple of people in the group, they're they were able to get awarded too. So it's
Yeah.
not just me. Other people have a
Yeah.
lot of things. I hope I'm going to do extremely well.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I think it's time to wrap this interview up. You are on your way. Don't give up.
Oh yeah,
Stay
I got
positive.
to check out
This is
this
just a
performance.
stepping stone for the next door to open.
Hmm. Yeah, thank you for taking your time out to do this, and I want to
Of
thank the
course.
New York State New York State of the Arts Council um, for awarding me the Artist Grant Award for 2024. So I want to make sure I thank them, and also thank uh, sponsored with the Fracture Atlas with helping to distribute everything for the funding and everyone else that helped support the group. And I think in the link or in the bios of all the interviews we have, it has a list of everyone's names and everyone who has helped contribute to making this work.
That's awesome.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you
Well,
again.
that's it for tonight, you guys. It's the Calvin Sexton, and I'm LaDon Taylor. And this was fantastic. You know, you got to dream big and never give up.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's amazing, man. Like you try to. I tried to give up a lot of times. It's just stuff happens.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I was done
That's
with
right.
music multiple times. Like I was like,
Mm-hmm.
it's too much. And then I got called to do the cruise ship. And then I was on a cruise ship, so I'll try grad school. And I got into grad school. And I don't know, like I said, I tried multiple times, but it just keeps calling. Mhm.
Well, keep going.
Mhm.
You were in position, you were ready. And so
Yeah.
everything lined up and it was time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's motivation for me.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's what happened. Like I said, you're here. A lot of people
Yeah.
aren't here anymore. I know some
Yeah.
people that I know they had more songs in them. They're not here. That's actually I'm thinking about it right now that we do
Mm-hmm.
have to do it because people that you know and I know that extremely talented aren't here. So what we're gonna do? We gotta get anything and everything out of us. That's what I think.
Okay.
All songs, everything out to the world because they want to hear it. They have to.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we got to
Mhm.
wrap this up, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for
All right.
this. This is great. And congratulations again.
Okay. Oh, we didn't do any questions. If
I did
people
all
have
the
questions.
questions the entire
Oh
time.
no. Well, if people had questions. I don't
Oh,
even know how
okay.
to do that.
Let's see. Let's see. Is there anybody out there with questions?
I don't know. I'm gonna look and see if anyone has questions. I guess not.
Yeah, I
I
think that
guess we're
this will be saved. They'll be able to see it and then they'll come back and ask questions.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
As of right
Okay.
now, yeah, it says
Yeah, so I'll try that. All right. Well, take care. Thank you again for taking
Happy
your
New
time.
Year.
All right, you too.
2025, the best is yet to come.
Oh yeah, it's coming. All right. Thank
See
you.
ya. You're
All right.
welcome.
All right. Bye.
Bye.